everybody, welcome back to another episode of All Things Taylor, guest starring Slinky the Weenie. He wanted to let everybody know that he finally reached over 3,000 followers on Instagram. Hi, buddy. If you would like to join a Docs and Makes a Difference on Instagram, you can find his account and follow. It's at slinky.theweenie. Isn't that right? Yes. Yes, it is. You're so cute. He is chilling with mommy today inside our tiny house because it is ridiculously hot out. As evidenced by me trying out, guys, this like 90s grungy, wet, dry sort of hair thing. It was an epic fail, but I was like, whatever, we're just gonna go with it anyway. Too bad, so sad. So, in honor of just celebrating, I had all of these really awesome things on Instagram and Twitter and just all this like love. And I did a photo release for this awesome, if you can't notice, limited edition Taeler Hendrix 8x10. I look so fierce, like I'm looking out over my minions. I love it. And I purchased these silver Sharpies. It's gonna look so wicked badass. I'm loving it. So these will end up being going out today for all the fans that purchased that limited edition 8x10. And I just wanted to feel like an extra badass. This mug is so cool to me, guys. Really quick story before I continue my video. Anytime I want to feel like an extra badass, I'm always like pulling out this cup. I was at a convention shortly after my birthday a few years ago, and it was so cool because this fan came up. He waited in line to meet me, and he had this like birthday bag. And what was really even more like super cool was that he was wearing my Hail Hendrix Hydra inspired shirt that was custom made for me, and I sell it. It actually made it to the top sellers list twice on Pro Wrestling Tees, which is like wicked cool. Like, you know, to be a girl and to be, you know, on a top sellers list is pretty freaking sweet. And he totally told me, happy belated birthday. I got this for you because to me, you are the Madam Hydra of pro wrestling, and being a part of your fan base is so cool and awesome, and I think you would kill it on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And so he gave me this like super awesome mug, and I have had it ever since. So I love to give shout outs to my fans. I have fans that make me paintings. I have fans that make me custom mugs, buy me mugs. I had a really cool limited edition Poison Ivy action figure from another fan because he said I was like the Poison Ivy of pro wrestling and all this really cool stuff. I have fans that make me custom action figures. I don't know, my fans are just so freaking cool and artistic and awesome. I love it. It kind of just speaks to my wicked soul. Love it. But today I had so much I wanted to talk about, but I want to keep my videos short and sweet, just like my blogs, because I know everybody's busy, caught up in their lives. They have so much going on. So, you know, I just figure little bits of me are good. You know, I don't need to occupy your whole day or whatever. Yeah, this hair, I don't think I'm ever going to try this style again. Whatevs. Basic outfit, basic makeup, and not so good basic hair. Whatever. A fan totally told me that I laugh too much in my videos. Oh well, I'm gonna keep doing me. It just goes to show you that no matter, you know, who you are or how successful you are, there's always going to be hate out there, guys. So you might as well just do you and always be working on yourself to be a better you every day, to work towards what you want, because you're never going to satisfy everybody. And that is something that I've been touching on in my blogs, because I feel like it's not something stressed a lot when we're younger. So by the time we get older, it's like we've wasted so much time in trying to fit in with other people and be liked and accepted by other people, and it's like, but to what end? Why? Because, you know, at the end of the day, that it doesn't really matter. You know, the only thing that matters is how you feel about yourself. So you might as well just keep working on yourself, you know? Anyways, so I kind of wanted to go over a little bit of the process about what I do when I have Taylor Army buying my merchandise. You know, when I was a fan, I was probably about 17 or 18 years old, and I had been a fan of this wrestler for years and years and years. I mean, I had his action figures, t-shirts, book, necklace, like super duper like fandom, right? And I drove about 4 hours, and then I waited in a 5-hour line just to meet this person, right? And they took one look at me, then signed the shirt that I had already purchased and brought to have signed so I could frame it, right? And then just went like this and tossed it to the next person in line to sign it. And I never forgot that experience. It kind of really sucked. I was like, wow, I idolized this person for years and years and years, and then they just go, next. I was like, ugh. And it kind of spoke to me as a fan. And what's really funny is years later, I end up being on shows with this person and backstage with this person and whatnot. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, man, adolescent me is so angry at you, but hey, who knows what was going on in your life at that point, man? Like, just rock on, keep doing you, whatever. The hippie in me. But it's like really funny how, life unfolds because, fast forward years later and I'm in locker rooms and on the same shows and all this stuff, and I'm always going to be myself. And, it just kind of goes to show you never really know what's going on in another person's life. So even though that experience may have sucked for you, you kind of have to take a step back from that hurt or that disappointment, of something or someone you idolized and just go, I wonder if something really bad was going on around then, But anyways, I never really forgot that experience. And I know as fans, you all have probably had similar experiences at one point in time. I mean, I don't wish it on you, but the reality is you've probably come across more than one person at some point who is exhausted, been up for days, hasn't slept, hasn't been home, or has something going on, and they just haven't had a great day. We are human. So when I am signing merchandise that people have paid for of mine, I try to make things personal, to try to make someone feel like I took the time to appreciate them being involved in wanting to either meet me, have something that is mine or of mine, and really support me, because that matters to me. And so I remember one time I had a wrestler ask me, your signature's so big, it takes so long to write, look at your line, you need to make that more simple so you can hustle along your line. And I was like, well, I really don't want to do that. I don't have, necessarily the best handwriting, but I want them to know that I took the time to see them and to appreciate them and to write on this, because I always hate seeing like just a brief, like doctor scribble on something that I paid for. And then I go, I paid how much money for that? Just looks like kindergarten scribble. So that's one of the reasons why I take personal pride in just really making things personalized. Anybody that's bought anything, any sort of 8x10 from me knows I like to put their name on it, write a little message, and then have this big loopy signature that nobody can figure out how I do it. And then a lot of times I will either put a nice little message being like, hey, Taeler Army, thank you so much for being a part of all that I do. You rock. Or, you can find more of my merchandise on my website, or ProWrestlingTees.com has a new shirt sale, whatever the case is going on. Or just, hey, thank you, you're awesome. Or I'll have these cool, fun little Post-its. And I really just want to take the time because, the money that someone paid for merchandise can easily go towards something else. And I mean, if nobody wants to see you, how can you expect to get work and be on shows? Like, I think a lot of people don't think of that, You don't really get anywhere truly alone. So it's really nice to just kind of take a step back and give back. So I wanted to kind of just go over some of that today. So one of my first people is Steve. What's really cool is I had a lot of people from Mexico, Australia, the US, and France buy 8x10s this time. So it's really cool just to see where the fan base is spreading out and heading and all this really other cool stuff. Super cool. So I'm going to end this video really quick because I figure small doses of me are better than trying to take up somebody's whole entire day. I love, if you haven't noticed already, working with Quest. They are awesome. And they have the Snickerdoodle protein cookie, which I am all about because I am totally basic when it comes to all things fall. As you can see behind me, I'm already ready. It's football season, it's Halloween season, it's pumpkin spice everything, and Han Solo boots, like you name it. But what I love about Quest is they really help keep me focused on what I want to do. And they came out with this little campaign called On a Quest. And so I kind of really want to know what's going on in your lives, Taeler Army, and what are you on a quest in 2019 to do? We're approaching the holiday season. There's only a few months left of the year. I feel like it went like I blinked and there went 2019. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that feels that way. So I want you to comment below, and I want to know what you were on a quest to do in 2019. My goal is to fill up this whole entire pamphlet with your goals, guys, whether it's to meet me. I'm just kidding. Whether it's to become more financially secure, whether it's to save up for a wedding, whether it's to, lose weight, whether it's to get a promotion at your job, whether it's to finish that book, whatever the case is, what you were on a quest to do in 2019, I want to hear about it. Comment below, make sure you leave your name, and I want to fill up this notebook and send tons and tons and tons of positivity and motivation for you guys out into the universe. And it really also gives me just, a brief look at what's going on in your lives and try to understand y'all better and maybe help out in some sort of way, you know. So let me know what's going on. Let me know what it is that you guys want to do, whether it's, you know, you want to go to a concert, whether it's, you know, you want to help find a cure for cancer, or you want to get in shape so you can do the Boston Marathon, you know, whatever it is. It may seem insignificant to you, but I don't believe that, and I want to know about it. So comment below, tell me what you are #on a quest to do. And thank you so much for being a part of the Taeler Army and sending in another video. And I will be sending out all of these awesome limited edition 8x10s that are looking so badass in silver, by the way. So thank you so much, everybody, and stay tuned for more merchandise, more announcements, and everything that I have going on for the Taeler Army. Talk soon.